Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup at 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's how we think they had an open look beyond the first down marker towards the receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now it's sending them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. No score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play action. It's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Cousins again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on second down. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Now Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just all, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime has had to be figured out to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Cousins to throw it. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. That tackle's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on third. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Now it's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him out defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example of that last play.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown! Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Detroit getting set to go now. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As a clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Cousins. Caught there by Osborne. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground.